See if everything is working. Is everything working? I don't know. I can hear myself. That's it looks like I'm frozen. Testing, testing, testing. But good morning, Mike. How you doing, Mike? It is good to see you, bud. Good morning. Oh, making sure my mic is working. Ooh, Batismo is in here doing what it's supposed to do, introducing people. Got my morning coffee. Hey, check this mug out. My daughter got me this couple Father's Day. It says Happy Father's Day, and there's a couple beans farting and jumping up in the air. Isn't that kind of cool? Just random things that happen. Okay. It looks like the chat is working on the stream, but it's stretched out. Not really sure how to fix that part. Something I'm gonna have to look into. It's been a minute since I live streamed with a live chat going on, so there might be something to take a look at. I'm not sure how the piano volume is versus my voice. Get started. I'm soft. Yeah, the mic. So this mic probably needs to be right up on my face. I gotta be kissing the mic now. This particular microphone is a little soft. I've got two, and I've got to use two because I can't really have my mics bouncing around all the time. Because it gets kind of hard to set everything up. And I'm trying not to go too hot on the inputs. But a C audio input capture. Oh, okay. I'm actually trying to monitor the wrong one here. Aren't I? All this streaming stuff, man. There's all these like these ins and outs that you got to be aware of. Let's see. So that's input one. Let me monitor that. Okay. Can I hear myself now? No, I cannot still. Huh. So I guess monitor and output is not working. That's fine. Um, I'll just do output only. I think I need to turn it up on that. So turn that up about 5 dB, and we'll see what happens. Thanks, Mike. That's something I practice with from time to time. First thing I'm gonna do is run through some cheesy ass scale runs, just to get my fingers loosened up. Huh? What'd you get into this weekend, Mike? You do any barbecuing? You guys get down with the family? We did a little barbecue and we went to a baby shower on Saturday for a good friend of ours. Brought the kids to that. That was fun. And then yesterday, Iris went to the beach with mom, and me and Olivia hung out because she's too small to go to the beach. She would have like got taken away in the water. All right, let's practice some inversion. It's funny because like for me, the piano is really soft, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to it like in my ears. What do we have in here right now? All right, two in chat watching. That sounds good. So what carried over? I'm like, this is also a test stream for me. This is the day one. So I need to figure out. Um, okay, so my description came through. Yeah. All right. So they didn't add the stuff I added on YouTube, for like I don't know, merch stuff and all that stuff. Because if you're in chat, you should be able to hit um like exclamation mark merch. I think. Or is it not working? I don't think it's working. Huh. I gotta fix all that. That's interesting. I thought that would work here. Yeah, I gotta figure out why the bot is broken. So, this is interesting. Oh, hey, thanks, Batissimo. I was already here, but you're late to the game, I guess. Anyway, let's do a little improv, make things a little people excited who might be coming into the chat out of nowhere, right? So let's see. We were playing in C as a warm up, but I don't want to do. I'm gonna just stick with C there. Let me. I wish I could turn up my input sound for the piano without making it. That'll just ruin the experience for everybody, wouldn't it? Let's find some chords to play with here. So, this is G, this is D. What? Foo Fighters dropped in the jam? What? Huh. Interesting. The name is Instrumental Wonder. Huh? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that was on purpose because I mean, Dave Grohl's a pretty poetic dude. Not to say that anyone else in the band isn't poetic, but I could see him doing something like that. It's been a minute since I heard a new Foo Fighters track, though. I love what they did acoustically when they started branching off and they changed it up a little bit. A lot of people didn't like that, but I did. I did. I thought it was great. Where did I go? So I went from G here, right? And I did a D. I'm gonna keep the inversion in it. That should be working just fine. Let's see. Let's figure out why sonically that didn't sound good. A little improv playing there. Typically, what I like to do is I use these morning sessions that I do on my own to to fill out a melody. Basically, I use this as basically like a melody mining exercise, so I can find um, something that I could be useful for a track that I might want to work on. Right? Like I try to find within like these random rhythms that I come up with these random, I should say, chord progressions. They're not super random, but melodies within the chord that I'm playing. That helps me to come up with a new song. That's typically how I come up with all my songs, honestly. Like if I don't start here, it's either that or with the drums, and it's hard. Um, Find something that catches my own ear personally, but it's a nice exercise to fill out what you have access to under your fingers. I learned recently about drop two chords, which I hadn't been using at all. Drop two chords is just a fancy way of saying you're moving the notes around, right? This is G, right? And drop two, would actually you introduce like a sus kind of two chord in the right hand a little bit, and then what ends up happening in the bass is that it ends up with the third. What up, D? How you doing, Daniel? So you get that little tension, right? It's like almost like you're ready to resolve. They're good for transitions. Have your tension there. Oh wait, you bought a shirt? Hold on. I wonder how many people bought stuff because I don't know if I'm getting notifications or not. 'Cause everything is acting weird right now. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. So here we have the G drop two. And what was up? I was doing a G, and then if I went to a D, then my drop two would be the there. Ooh, that's spicy. Hmm, that's a spicy chord. Wait, that's G. What I really want to do is put there we go. But I learned something different there because if you hit that D, oof, like sprinkling a little pepper on it. Huh? You guys like how the chat looks on screen, all squashed? That didn't say experience. I don't know what else does. Let's hit some. Let's get this pedal. Get this here right here. Oh yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah. Ah, the teacher. Teacher. That's a nice name though. On Friday, I went and saw niece graduate. Sunday, I went and ate some hibachi. Okay. Saw the PBS Memorial Day special with DC Honorary Troops and Saturday. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I was at hibachi. And congratulations to your niece, man. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. The teacher. Huh. It might be a mistake, man, because they honestly nowadays it's so hard to make a mistake when you're uploading music. It's crazy. You think you do everything right, you export a track. It sounds like it's supposed to sound to you before you export it, and then for some reason, you forget one setting or there's like a checkbox you missed. This is me being super like open about it. Like honestly, that happens all the time. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody exported something, some stems, and somebody didn't check something, and then they uploaded it. Unless if it's on purpose, hey, maybe it's an experiment. Maybe they're trying to see just how popular they are. Like how many people are going to come and listen to this thing, right? That'd be the question. I'm not sure. Hmm. Hey Daniel, did you guys go to Governor's Island like you were talking about? we're gonna mess around with E for a while. That's a strong movement right there when you go from a C that's supposed to be acting as a one, right? And then you switch it up and you go to a major instead of a minor where you're supposed to be, and you're hearing is just like, yeah. You like to hear that, right? It's amazing how those little day trips that the kiddos just pass right out. I gotta get better at that, at putting the kids down on those random days because they lose. Well, Iris loses all sense of like structure and schedule. We gotta go somewhere special, right? That's a challenge. One difference in the key, right? One difference in the key it makes it for you. Happy, sad, or questioning, right? Or like just confused and puzzled. Yeah, I don't think Dave is the kind of guy who's like at this point gonna be like, everything's done, right? I don't think that he's gonna be that person anymore. He went through one of those already, right? And it's taken him this long to process that, if he has processed it with Kurt, and then now with Taylor, and Taylor was probably worse because Taylor was like kinda like a brother of his, yeah. You know, I'm sure it took a lot of people by surprise, man. That's oof. Wait, Mike Popcorn Porter. I didn't just realize you got popcorn in your name. Oh man, that's kind of cool. What's up with the popcorn? So as I promised as well, like on a nerd enthusiast stream, we don't have to keep this to the music. Just I'm gonna play around and do my thing, and give me some inspiration in. But let's talk about some of the nerdy stuff going on too in the world. Like we were saying last night, all the other guys are looking forward to the Across the Spider Verse. I'm not so sure. I want to wait and see what everybody says. I'm gonna wait for Mike Porter's review and Daniel Fish's. But I'm looking forward to where the MCU is heading. I know a lot of people were tired of it, but I'm looking forward to some of the stuff that they're promising down the road. Right? Um, we'll see if we get that, or get it in the way that we hope we're gonna get it. Do something. crashing down. Like, I'm gonna break down your sonic walls. What ends up happening too is when you're playing, right? As you get better, your hands start to stretch out more, right? So you get used to playing these rips. Your hands are, you know, you're over here. You're just playing like a normal C chord for a long time, right? You start off with this like muddy bass over here, so let's leave the third out of the muddy bass. See over here, you got your. So you start off like that, right? Then people start encouraging you to get like double the octave. So you're stretching out your pinky and your thumb, and all of a sudden you're playing two A's. You know, you're like way over here, right? Can you guys not see my? Pretty sure. Oh well, I think I gotta adjust the camera. You're losing some sight on the fingers there, so I gotta work all that out. There's something I need to work on too. I put popcorn on my name because I love MCU and Star Wars, but others don't feel it. So I'm eating my eating my popcorn, watching people hate on it. I love it. I love it. I. So there's a few things I'm not doing in chat right now because this is the first chat, and I decided to do this drop of a dime. Let's get the first one rolling, right? So there's a few things I need to work out. I need to get some moderators also, and I need to figure out how I'm going to be doing this because I gotta bounce back and forth from this computer, like from the piano because this is an actual piano setup, to the computer back there when I want to actually do music production stuff. So I'm not sure how I'm going to double up on those streams, but for right now we're keeping it here at the piano just to keep it loosey goosey. Figure that out soon, hopefully. Like I like when there's a pause before the melody, and then you go to another octave. Here's my Star Wars dad joke for the day. See, I would highlight this comment, but two things. I'm using a new thing for myself as new. It's called Restream to do the stream. So I got this going to several places, right? So I'm still figuring out the nicks and crannies with that, right? Because StreamYard was different, so I could easily highlight comments to StreamYard. But since I'm bouncing back and forth from locations, I'm looking at the stream on my iPad instead of being in front of my computer. So that's something I got to think about. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, Mike. Star Wars dad joke of the day. What was the name of the mixed breed dog from Nal Hutta? Jabba the Mutt. I feel like I need to get on the drum kit and go do the badumts. And that right there is exactly the kind of thing that I do when I'm trying to find a melody to a song. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've been sitting here just practicing the piano. I own a digital piano. It's called a Yamaha Arias, and I fortunately have the ability to hit record on here as I'm playing, and it records MIDI input as I'm playing. Not MIDI that's running to the computer, but it just stores it on the piano itself. Um, so I'll sit here and I'll find little things like that. Like this is a nice start. That kind of thing, like that's got like something to it. There's a certain characteristic to just has like a broad spectrum of like uh of sound and color, right? And it's like it's something like that I can take and I can really build on it. I can take that and start like doing instrumentation in the DAW, in the digital workstation. After I have that first piece, like if you got a little map like that, and there's some dude out there that I watched recently who can like map out an entire trailer song just using the piano. I mean, like even with he fills in all of the pieces just using the piano, and then all of a sudden he takes that and he reworks it with different instruments and things. And I thought that was so fascinating because I never thought to try to make my piano sound like a Bram. If you know what a Bram is, it's those big loud noises, and in the trailer music was like brrrr, right. It was like start playing like really heavy notes just to simulate that for some reason. He'll end up on a really dark A. I can't even do it as fast as he was. Dude was going nuts on me. But anyway, that's part of my story. And the reason why I'm doing these streams, if you can't tell, I'm a little nervous doing the first one, but it's been a while. That's why. I've been lying. I'm doing this so I can like up the creativity, right, and find more inroads to better songs. Because at some point I want to add a song production stream where I'm like making actual songs, right? I want to start doing that, and maybe it'll be a thing where I have the morning practice, and then I take the snippet of melody and I use that at night for the nighttime stream if I get to that point, right? And that starts to become the flow of things for the channel. I want to keep it focused as much as I can on what it's supposed to do with my ADHD problem that it has. So I've had to add chords behind that to really line it up, you know. Yeah, to be like a strong backing. And then I might want to invert something, so I can make it a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. See what I said? What I said about the fingers, right? When you start going and you start stretching and doing these octave things, and you lose the grips that you're used to because your fingers become used to you stretching out more. So you have to remind your hand, oh no, this is where you want to. Independent UK band The Coral has two albums coming out in September. One has the main one available on all platforms, and one is physical only. That's pretty dope. Um, there aren't many people who are brave enough to do that. I know a guy who's doing vinyl now. After so many years, vinyl's getting popular. And that would be the chords I would back this up with. In fact, you know what we're gonna do? Okay, so I'm gonna hit record on here. I mean, this is not gonna line up one to one because this thing is terrible at looping. But it's a good way for me to lay down an idea and build on that idea to show people. The minute I start hitting the key, it's gonna start recording. So go ahead and I think it was down here. All right, and so if I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna play this back. This is user song 51 on here. It tells Here we go. That's what I would add. I would add like something on top. So we'll let it come back around and let's see. Will it loop? I think it loops automatic. Or it's supposed to. Doesn't seem like it is. There we go. Yeah, so that's kind of sort of the process. I probably wouldn't go so high with the melody if I know I'm gonna come back. Well, the original melody, right? So I'm in here going. That doesn't start off too high, but then when I go to the G, so if I know I'm gonna come back in and add that secondary melody on top, then I'll probably keep that G down here, and move that A melody up here so I can keep that a little bit lower. So. And then that would kind of be like the perfect segue to get me into the next part of what I would want to do, music. Like, I'm noticing that for certain genres, people aren't really. I don't know. When I was trying to learn song structure, like 7, 8 years ago, wow, like longer than that actually at this point, um, there was certain things like there was patterns, there was formulas that people were following or teaching, so that you would like make a pop song or make it poppy, right? You'd have your verse section and your chorus section. So like you have your A, you go into your G, you go to your A, and then you go back down to your G, and then you go with that little turnaround. Yeah, and you're back to your A. And then you would need to bring it back into the verse again. So I would either do that, and you'd have your two verses, and then you swing that into chorus somehow. So I don't know what. So let's see what we got here. We got our A, going bouncing forward with that. As we switch it up, so we're in A minor. And switch it up. We just bring it to something brighter, which would undoubtedly be C. But I'm gonna cheat code it and say I don't want C to be the thing because we got F. I'm gonna bring it down to F. Let's see. See, that brings in an immediate lift. You're like, all right, we're going somewhere else. Yeah. And then this would be like kind of the pre-chorus. And then you swing it into whatever the chord you want to go to. So I'd probably bring it back to A to start it strong. Get back into the verse. turn around and go. And then you gotta hit that G one more time. And then that would be it. That would be the structure of the song. It would take that, you know, and package it up real nicely, add the melody back on top, what I was playing, right? And that's honestly, if you're gonna be real honest about writing music, uh, no, you're not crazy, man. You're not at all. Strings with cello, no, you're not crazy at all. That's actually a really good idea because that bassy sound you hear at the deep end of the piano, right? I would, I would prefer to take that out from the piano and actually have that be a cello. Be like, you could hear that deep rumbling, right? You know, and have that in there. Really feel the bones, you know, it'll feel it in your bones. The cello would really do that. And then on the highest parts, you really could add the strings with the piano and have it interplay. That's where like the counter melody stuff starts coming in, and then it already has that top line that's kind of built in. And then you go to your next chord, and then you hit and you can hear that I was trying to hum that as I played, and that's basically what would happen. You know, that's my process for actually making a song. Uh, and I don't do a lot of things with lyrics right now, and I want to change that. I actually signed up for a songwriting course with Andrea Stalpy that's going to be happening in mid July. I've read a couple of her books. She's a really good songwriter. And she teaches at Berkeley, um, and she teaches alongside Pat Pattison, who's also a really great songwriter. And I believe she learned a lot of things from him. Um, but I also have a few of his books as well. That's going to be an interesting situation because I haven't tried to write a song with lyrics in some time, and I thought it'd be cool to throw myself into the fire and just be around some other songwriters for an intensive and see what happens, see what comes out. Right. I feel like I've been hiding this kind of part of my process too much. So people get confused. You know, you put music out, they don't really know what you do. They don't know how much of it you've done. They don't know if they should trust that they should invest in you. It's difficult being a musician. Um, Especially when you're a musician who like I try to do all the parts because I've never played in a band, and that's the side effect of being a bedroom producer. Like you start learning these instruments if you're that kind of bedroom producer like I am, and you get okay with them. But I need to find the people that I'm gonna play with in a band so I can kind of have that experience. Um, because I just sit with my DAW and my digital workstation there, and I'll take the stuff I play at piano. Like I said, I have the MIDI from that. That's a beautiful thing of being able to play the keys. You get down here, you play these keys, and you get these notes together, and you have access to this if you do it right. I can just pull that right in and just start to get to work, and not worry about where I'm going. Uh, so it's a good thing, good process. Do at this TikTok that, yeah, that is a good idea too. I need to, I still don't have a TikTok. I really don't. And there are reasons why I don't want to get one, but I think that marketing wise, it's the easiest way to really blow up right now and to build a following probably. So I think I'm gonna have to rethink that. Um, we are hitting 42 minutes. And I'm going to say for the first day, this has been great. Like, I'm glad Daniel and Mike showed up to hang out with me in the chat. Hopefully, we can get some more people in there to come hang out with us. Build word of mouth. This is the first one. So, the streaming setup looks a little, I don't know. What do you guys think of the template I'm building here? Like, I think that this is pretty much going to be the gist of it. Um, we didn't see any alerts today, so you guys didn't get to see that part of it. For some reason, there are some aspects not working right now that should be. Like there should be a sponsorship thing that pops up every now and then on the screen, but it doesn't seem to be working at the moment. I got to figure out all that stuff, and maybe I have it turned off. That might be what happened. I wouldn't be surprised if that's no, it's on. It's just not running. That's funny. Huh. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna be on tomorrow. But I know for sure I'm gonna be on Thursday morning, for sure. I'm trying to see what the schedule is going to be because with the newborn is still finding her feet in terms of scheduling. Um, so we'll see how that works out. Hey, thanks, Mike. Thanks. I appreciate you being here, bud. Yep. And you guys got anything going on today? I'm gonna just go to work in a minute. I'm basically gonna hit in stream and turn around and sit in my chair and go right to work. And I'm curious if Twitter actually got an announcement for this because Twitter was supposed to get an announcement for the stream happening too. You know, yeah. But we'll see. We'll work the quirks out as we go. Right now, I'm just kind of like I'm tired of saying I'm gonna do this thing, and then I'm trying to figure out all this other technical stuff. I'm just gonna hit the ground running and see what happens. Anyway, good luck at the doctor's appointment, Mike. We got one now too. We're at 11. We got one for Olivia for the newest. Got to check her weight and stuff like that. Oh, okay, cool. You got the notification. Awesome, awesome. Oh, you're working now. See, man, I appreciate Dan. He like he pops in even when he's working. I love it. I love it. Don't work too hard, buddy. Ooh. Anyway, before I start writing another song, I will catch you guys maybe tomorrow morning. Not sure yet, but for sure I'll catch you Thursday morning. All right. Appreciate you. Have a good one. All right. And I'm gonna awkwardly turn around and turn off the stream because that's how this works right now until I get all my equipment set up the right way.